As Julie makes her way into the colony house, she passes Clara. Seriously, what's the deal with Clara's solo scenes? Julie rushes up the stairs and the camera zooms in on the peeling yellow paint of the walls, an ominous backdrop. Once she reaches Fatima's room, a haunting memory surfaces. Fatima once told her that if you look high enough, a dream can morph into a nightmare. Julie took that advice literally and, in a moment of desperation, swiped some of Fatima's weed to dull the chaos spiraling in her mind. As she races back down, the camera draws attention once more to the yellow wall, now appearing unsettlingly like two eyes, a face watching her. This isn't the first time I've noticed this. It reminded me of the fateful night of the colony massacre back in season 2. There's another chilling moment when drops of blood land on Dale's head, accompanied by that same unsettling wall. Keep that in mind as we continue. Meanwhile, Elgin realizes something's gone awry and hears noises coming from upstairs. Just as Julie hits the bottom step, she almost collides with him. Talk about timing. In a surprising twist, she invites him to share a joint as they dive deep into their troubled thoughts. Their high spirits lead them to the basement, packed with vintage clothing treasures. As they giggle and explore, they stumble across a Polaroid camera. What do you think Julie's photo will capture? A glimpse of a demonic spirit, perhaps? I can't help but notice a pattern. Several scenes unfold at the bottom of a staircase or in a basement. It's reminiscent of Miranda and Henry's basement, or even that creepy one at the church. Then there's Boyd, who shows his Blackness in this episode. Boyd leaves the town meeting frustrated that everyone is turning on him. Lo and behold, Ellis runs to check on his father and Boyd asks, "What the F is wrong with you?" Ellis screams they need to stop sitting around and take chances. Boyd straightens his posture, crosses his hands, tilts his head to this side and yells, "Whose life you're willing to take a chance on? Who's your pick?" Boyd could have slapped the black off of Ellis just like he slapped the hell out of Frank. The reunion between Victor and his father was nothing short of emotional. It broke my heart to hear Victor admit he couldn't find his way home, leaving me unsettled. There's a lingering theory in Fromdom that Miranda and the children might have been fleeing from Henry, but so far it's just speculation. The only real evidence we have is Victor bolting when Donna mentioned his father's arrival. But there's something unsettling about Henry that I can't quite grasp. Watching him roam through Victor's room, touching his belongings, felt off to me. If I had been in his shoes, I definitely would have been disturbed to see drawings from a child who had been missing for over 40 years. What was going on? It's almost as if he already knew what to expect. And what's the deal with Henry? Is he yet another unreliable narrator in this tangled tale? We only have his fragmented accounts of that acid trip, and he's kept his experiences to himself. What did he witness? Did Miranda truly create those haunting paintings, or was it Henry behind the brush? The mystery deepens with every revelation. Boyd's Blackness. It's a subtle nod to cultural experiences and how they shape our responses, especially during heightened stress or conflict. His explosive confrontation with Ellis was genius. Boyd showed a different side of himself. The scene with Ellis had a distinct vibe, with Boyd asserting his authority and setting boundaries in a way that felt both familiar and unexpected. The body language, the straightened posture, crossed arms, and tilted head is a universal signal to back off. It's a universal signal of authority and a warning to back down, transcending any specific cultural context. When Keep It Real goes wrong, Boyd clearly has a breaking point, and when pushed too far, he's not afraid to unleash his righteous fury. We haven't seen him this mad since episode 1, Boyd versus Frank. Ellis constantly critiques his father's leadership, saying he's doing too much and not doing enough. He wants to step up for his pregnant wife, who's eating spoiled food and sucking human blood. Ellis kept it real with the townsfolk, and both received an epic cussing out of a lifetime. More than just a confrontation, this scene is more than just a father disciplining his son. It reflects Boyd's internal struggles, frustration with the town's mysteries, and fear for his son's safety. It also highlights the generational trauma that can be passed down within families, as Boyd's experiences with his father likely influence his parenting style. Adding depth to Boyd's character, this scene adds another layer of complexity to Boyd. He's not just a stoic leader or a man of action. He's also a father grappling with his emotions and trying to protect his son in a terrifying and unpredictable world. It reminds us that even the strongest characters have vulnerabilities and inner conflicts. Season 3, Episode 5 adds another layer to Boyd's character, showcasing his complexity and internal struggles. It reminds us there's room for humor and cultural relevance even amid horror and suspense. Victor's cryptic statement, Victor's inability to find his way home, is heartbreaking and alarming. It suggests that he's not just lost in the physical sense, but also lost within himself, perhaps struggling with his identity or the trauma he's endured. It also raises questions about what home truly means in the show's context. Is it a physical place, a state of mind, or something more profound? Henry's strange behavior, there's something off about Henry. His calmness in the face of Victor's drawings. His almost casual exploration of Victor's room, it all feels strangely detached for a father reunited with his long-lost son. It's as if he already knows more than he's letting on, or perhaps he's seen things that have altered his perception of reality. Unreliable narrator alert, you're right to be wary of Henry as an unreliable narrator. We only have his account of the acid trip, and he's been deliberately vague about his experiences. What did he see? Did those visions shape his understanding of the town and its mysteries? Is he withholding crucial information, or is he unable to articulate what he witnessed? The mystery of the paintings, the question of who painted those disturbing images, is crucial. Did Miranda create them during her own altered state, or was it Henry? Or perhaps they were created by someone else entirely, someone or something connected to the town's darker forces. Theories and speculations. The theory about Miranda and the children running away from Henry adds another layer of intrigue. Could Henry be the true source of danger and the town a manifestation of his twisted reality? Or is he simply another victim of the town's manipulative power? The reunion between Victor and Henry is a pivotal moment in From. It raises more questions than answers and leaves us with a lingering sense of unease. The exploration of their father-son relationship, Henry's enigmatic behavior, and the mystery surrounding the paintings add a new dimension to the show's psychological and emotional depth. I'm eager to see how their story unfolds and what revelations it might hold about the town's true nature. The eyes in the colony house, the peeling yellow paint resembling eyes, is a chilling detail. It's likely intentional given the camera's focus on it. This could symbolize the town's sentience. The house might be watching and observing the residents, suggesting a more sinister and conscious entity at play. Hidden dangers. The eyes could be a visual warning, hinting at the dangers lurking within the seeming haven of the colony house. Perhaps the eyes mark a point of vulnerability or a potential entry point for the entities. Julie and Elgin's basement exploration. Julie and Elgin's drug-induced trip to the basement is a fascinating sequence. The abundance of vintage clothing could symbolize lost identities. The clothes might represent the lost identities of the town's residents, stripped of their former lives and trapped in this nightmarish reality. The town's history. Perhaps the clothes offer clues to the town's past and the people who inhabited it. A disguise or transformation. Trying on the clothes could foreshadow a change in Julie and Elgin's identities or a transformation they might undergo. The Polaroid in the bottom motif, you're right to wonder what Julie's Polaroid will reveal. It could capture a demonic spirit, a hidden truth about the town, or even a glimpse of their future. The recurring motif of basements and bottoms is significant. It could symbolize psychological descent, a journey into the character's subconscious, where they confront their deepest fears and unresolved traumas. Hidden truths. Basements often hold secrets or hidden things, suggesting that the characters might uncover deeper truths about the town and themselves. Confinement and entrapment. The imagery of being trapped in a basement or at the bottom reinforces the character's sense of helplessness and their struggle to escape the town's grasp. Hit me in the comments with your theories. Let's get this discussion going. I love hearing what you think. Until next time, stay safe in Fromville and peace.